What is up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Monday, December 26th, 2022. I am your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast, bringing it to you day after Christmas. Everybody nursing a little bit of a Christmas hangover. Oh, why'd they put that shit on the weekend? Man, wasted. No, just kidding. Little, few extra cocktails, not too many. Some Eagle. Wife got me some Eagle, some Colonel Taylor, some awesome bourbon, and plenty of good food. Hope everybody had a great Christmas, and let's keep the party rolling here this week as we get ready for this game against Georgia. We're going all wall to wall all week, focus on Georgia and Ohio State, the Peach Bowl. Still trying to decide if I'm going to drive up there. It's about a 7-hour drive. It's always faster going up than it is coming back down for some reason. That's what she said. All right. Oh, the old lady got me a new Buckeye hat. Had to wear that, sporting it. Got all kinds of good Buckeye shit. Don't forget tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 8 p.m., YouTube Live. Be there. Me, Jeff, and Sean are going to break it down 6 ways to Sunday. The game's on Saturday, I know, but it's just an expression. We're going to break it down and get you fired up. We're going to give our score predictions, our microscopes, players to watch, how we think the game's going to go, everything. So jump in the chat. We'll read all your scores. I want to get your scores, your microscopes, who you watching on offense and defense, and we'll do it. We'll go for a solid hour and a half, I'd imagine. So 8 p.m. Eastern. Be there, YouTube Live. I'll be sending out reminders, of course, all week, but today and tomorrow, whatever. What else? Oh, we will have player interviews, coach interviews this week. So look for those here as well, wherever you're listening or watching. And, I'll have them all there. All right. So let's talk Ohio State offense and how it ranks throughout the country. We've been tracking this all season long. You guys probably remember, talking about things like points per game, points per yards per play, things like that, rushing yards per game, passing. So let's get into this Ohio State offense. We're going to drill down into some of the player matchups later. I know we're going to talk about Jalen Carter, of course, who isn't. We're going to talk about the 2 tight ends for Georgia, and we're going to break down Ohio State receivers versus the Georgia defensive backs. As the week progresses, we got 6 days or 5 days, whatever. Anyways, we'll get into all that. Right now, I want to talk about Ohio State's offense as it ranks right now compared to Georgia's offense. Okay. So let's talk points per game. Ohio State averages 44.5, Georgia 39.7. So Ohio State's still beating them easily in points per game. That's really what it all comes down to, right? Let's talk points per play. Again, Ohio State leading the country there by a margin. Ohio State's first at 0.653. Georgia's sixth at 0.561. So another edge to the Buckeye offense. Yards per game. Okay, this is where the Buckeyes have kind of I think that Michigan game that second half really hurt the Buckeye offense in this category. Georgia is 7th, the Buckeyes are 8th. Georgia's 493.2, Ohio State's 492.7. So just a little bit, a shade behind Georgia. Again, that second half for Ohio State, where they didn't move the ball and only scored 3 points, definitely affected that average in total yards. Let's talk yards per play. Buckeyes still leading the country, 7.2 yards per play. Georgia 4th at 7.0. And let's talk rushing yards per game. Georgia, this is what they do. The main focus, main driver of their offense is that running game. 214.3 yards per game. That's 12th in the country. Ohio State is 26th, 198.5. So still almost 200 yards per game on the ground for the Buckeye offense. So and we know, I mean, the offenses are not the same, that the Buckeyes rely on the pass and CJ and the receivers more so than the true running plays. They run those screens and things like that to the wide receivers as an extension of the run game. Ryan Day calls it. So passing yards per game, Buckeyes are 12th in the country, 294.2. Georgia, 278.9. They're down at 21st. So but that's not, they don't focus on just the tight ends every game, and pushing the ball downfield to them. Some games they'll rely on McIntosh and Kendall Melton from the running back, point of view to move the ball, and that's the focus of the offense. So that's the Buckeye offense right now. Oh, one more category I almost forgot. Red zone scores per game. This is touchdowns and field goals. This one's important to me because we've seen a regression, in my opinion, by Ohio State throughout the season, especially this second half of the season. Buckeyes have really regressed. They were leading the country here at one point, but Georgia is now leading the country at 5.2 red zone scores per game. Ohio State is fifth at 4.6. So last three games, again, was not great. Struggled against Maryland, struggled against Michigan to score. So the last three games, the Buckeyes averaged 4.3 scores per game, red zone scores per game. So definitely put a dent in the average. So those are the main concerns I have on offense. We started off like a house of fire the first half of the season, but then regressed and got worse that second half, and especially the last three games of the season. So let's think about that and how that compares to Georgia's offense. So we're going to talk defense tomorrow, and then we're going to get into matchups. And again, Tuesday night, 8 p.m., YouTube Live. Set a reminder, subscribe to the channel is probably the best way to get notified, and hit the bell and check us out, join us. And hopefully it's not our last game, but you never know. So as always, appreciate you guys, and go Bucks.